The Kanto region is a region of the Pokemon world. Kanto is located east of Johto, which together form a joint landmass that is south of Sinnoh. Kanto is the setting of the first generation of games and can be explored in generations 2, 3, 4, and 7. All cities in Kanto are named after colors, with the exception of Palette Town, which refers to a palette, meaning a range of colors. Unlike every other region, Kanto's fictional name reflects its real-world name. Our first destination is Viridian Forest. The forest lies between Viridian City and Pewter City, in the middle of Route 2, with both the north and south entrances of Viridian Forest open to the route. The deep and sprawling forest is said to be a natural maze, as many people get lost inside. The trees in the forest are so thick that little light gets in. And because of this, the forest is full of bug and flying type Pokemon that attract bug catchers and other trainers. You enter through the Route 2 gate to a dark and gloomy woodland. The ground is soft and mossy all over. It's not wet, muddy, nor hard, just a soft earth that is easy on the feet. The hum of insects and bird calls fills the air. There is a high population of Pokemon here. Due to the large volume of trees and tall grass, they can hide everywhere. It is a place to stay alert. As you enter the forest, the path splits 3 ways. You can go straight ahead, or left, or right. You decide to walk straight ahead, careful to avoid the tall grass in front of you. You find an empty Pokeball on the ground, or maybe it's a potion. The path veers left and loops you back to the start. You see a girl muttering nearby. You're not sure if she's talking about the cuteness of Pokemon, the cuteness of her Pokemon, the cuteness of Pikachu, or if her cute Pokemon is a Pikachu. Pikachu are native to this area. It's an odd place for a mouse to live, but their electricity wards off any predatory birds. You wonder what they eat. Berries do not grow in most of Kanto. The path takes you to the right this time as you face off with some bug catchers. They want to battle, but caterpillars and cocoons are no threat to you. The sunlight peers through the canopies overhead, a safety from the shadows of shrubbery surrounding you. The forest is winding, but navigating is not overly difficult. You find yourself at a dead end, but it's easy to retrace your steps and take a new path. There's no change in scenery, no rest stops, no rivers. The trees and trainers look the same everywhere you go. In many parts, the tall grass has completely grown over the path, forcing you to wade through. The grass blades are sharp enough to leave cuts, but you are fully clothed. You hold your arms above, just to be safe. You make your way to the exit gate without too much trouble. A butterfree hovers with its owner, greeting you as you cross through to the next town. After exiting Viridian Forest and traveling through Pewter City, you reach Mount Moon. Located in northern Kanto, between Pewter City in the west and Cerulean City in the east. Trainers from Pallet Town come here early in their journey, first stopping at the foot of the mountain to rest in the Pokemon Center. As you enter the cave, you are surrounded in darkness. You can still see around you, but it's a stark contrast to the sunny world outside. It's quiet here too. Every crunch of rock under your feet echoes throughout the cave. Sometimes you can hear the heavy wings of Zubat, but you rarely see them. You check every stone as you walk for fear of stepping on an angry Geodude. The air is fresh enough, but a little damp as some pockets of the cave have less airflow. You find a ladder and climb down to the floor below. There's trainers around, but you can avoid them if you need to. You see some mushrooms wriggling between some mossy stones. Those aren't just mushrooms, it's a Paris. It looks like a crab, but it's actually an insect overrun with parasites. They aren't strong enough to bother catching, but they do scratch and emit dangerous spores, so you keep your distance. As you reach the third floor below, you feel a cool breeze. It smells like the ocean. People say there's a freshwater spring on Mount Moon, but you've never seen one. There's a large opening in the roof of the cave, with moonlight pouring onto the ground below. The moon twinkles above, and you see meteors showering down. Mount Moon is known for being one of the few places where wild Clefairy can be found, and for its frequent meteor falls. The shards of meteorites that fall here become moonstones, which explains the mountain's name. You see movement in the corner of your eye. It's a Clefairy, its soft baby pink color illuminating in the moonlight. Clefairies are only spotted in evenings like this, dancing under the full moon. It's a rare sight to see. When dawn arrives, the tired Clefairy return to their quiet mountain retreats and go to sleep nestled up against each other. Kanto is home to many pink Pokemon, all of which are round, soft, and cute. You're not sure which is your favorite. Another lucky sight to find at Mount Moon are the fossils. One type of fossil has the imprint of a slimy tail tentacle. Another looks like a shell. Some scientists can restore those fossils into Pokemon. They have called them the Helix fossil and the Dome fossil. Most fossil Pokemon are rock types. The Pokemon in these fossils are said to be ancient, seafloor-dwelling creatures. How did they end up at Mount Moon? You discover some rocks pressed into the cave walls. They look a bit like fossils. But some mean-looking people are nearby, and you decide to leave. It's still dark outside, so the cave exit is not as bright as it would usually be. The fresh breeze glides over your face and through your hair. Ahead, you can see grassy plains and a bridge crossing over the water. Where will you go next?